While Malaysia has expanded early childhood education and achieved near universal primary education, a World Bank report still finds learning outcomes in Malaysia to be low relative to expectations. The agency's lead economist, Dr. Tara Betei, explains why that is and the challenges facing students and educators in the primary education landscape.
In Malaysia, about 58% of grade 5 students are at grade appropriate skills by the time they finish grade 5. At the same time, 42% are not, and this is where the challenge lies. And when we look at the poorest students, about 61% of them do not have grade appropriate skills. Now, this is very basic minimum reading skills. If you don't have these skills by the time you are exiting grade 5, the chances of you building on future skills are really quite slim. So this, I think, is the #1 challenge, that foundational skills in Malaysia are actually quite low, not just among the poorest, but among a pretty large proportion of students.
Tara outlines the causes behind low learning outcomes that need to be addressed.
Not enough children are getting quality early childhood education. So school readiness skills are really low. Kids are going to school much more than before to early childhood education centers, but they aren't getting much out of it. As an example, about 24% of first graders do not have school readiness skills when they enter school. And without these skills, these deficiencies are just going to accumulate. They're not going to learn much more. So that's a big challenge, that even though the government has expanded early childhood education, not everybody is getting it to begin with, about 10% are not, and those who are getting it are not getting high quality ECE. And this is a critical period when children's brains are developing faster than they ever will. So that's challenge #1. Challenge #2 pertains to teacher preparedness and motivation. What Bending Bamboo Shoots finds is that teachers are often in classrooms where there are students at various different levels, and they have to navigate this very complicated classroom scenario, finish an ambitious curriculum, and be able to deliver results in a very short period of time. This is frankly an impossible job in many ways without good training. They are not getting this training. What the study finds is that nearly 57% of teachers do not receive any training in differentiated instruction. And such training would really help them in situations, in their daily situations in classrooms, where most children are just checking out because the teacher is teaching to the top of the class, since she or he has to finish this very ambitious curriculum. And close to that is also the finding that teacher absence rates might be quite high. Now, the data we are using come from the Southeast Asia Primary Learning Metric Study, which is a very large, nationally representative study. And here, what children report is that about 40% of teachers in Malaysia are either frequently or sometimes absent. These are children's reports, so they are not unannounced random visits. But they do show a red flag, and these are alarm bells that we have to attend to and understand what's going on. Why aren't teachers inside classrooms?